5 Teams, ein Ziel, die goldene Pommesgabel gewinnen und dazu wird gequizt. Am Ende der Season, wer dann die meisten Punkte hat, der gewinnt diese goldene Pommesgabel. Und neu in diesem Jahr, ihr dürft am Ende der Show Punkte vergeben. Link dazu findet ihr in den Shownotes. Und wir sind weiterhin auf dem Iron Fest unterwegs. Und das Tolle dort ist ja, dass im Backstage alles offen ist und die Musiker überall fröhlich rumspazieren. Und so kommt's hin und wieder vor, dass sich ganz spontan Talks ergeben, die gar nicht geplant waren. Aber nach einem kurzen Plausch mit Sänger Eric von FLOTSAM JETSAM, ja wirklich, FLOTSAM JETSAM, es war klar, wir müssen eine Runde im Keller quatschen, weil wir uns gut verstanden haben und weil Eric eben ein fantastischer Typ, frei von irgendwelchen Allüren ist, hat er gesagt, ey Logo, lass mich schnell einen Jackie Cola holen und los geht's. So, also Prost! Here we go, es folgt ein Talk in English und in dem erzählt Eric Geschichten zum Beispiel von Jonathan Davis von Korn. Mega geil, was er da erlebt hat. Also, have fun und nochmal kurz für die Ohren. So klingen FLOTSAM JETSAM. Geil. So Eric, it is a very, very big honor to have you here at the Metalkeller. FLOTSAM JETSAM, one of the originals. You're the last remaining originals, is that right?
I've been in the band since '83.
Yeah.
So.
And that started 81, wasn't it?
81, 82, something like that. Yeah.
But you're one member that lasts very long in the band, so to say. And one thing you know, the Metalkeller, this podcast is known for that I'm absolutely honest with everything I do, everything I say, and everything I tell about. And I have to be honest with you, dear Eric. FLOTSAM JETSAM is one of the bands. I've known them from names over the years, over the decades. But I never really got in touch with them. I know, that was the Jason Newsted thing and all the stuff. And last week, knowing you come here, I thought, okay, I'm checking out FLOTSAM JETSAM, and I absolutely fell in love. I know I'm late to the party. I'm very late to the party.
That's all right.
But I'm honest, and I so fell in love, especially with your voice.
That's cool.
And the thing is, the evolvement of your voice is so amazing. In the first years, it was more like shouting and doing some accents on the rhythmic section. And meanwhile, you're doing so cool melodies, so cool harmonies on things. How did you come to that point that you say, okay, I get away from shouting to singing?
I think my voice just grew up. You know, people for a long time, people would freak out on me and just say, "Are you kidding me? You drink Jack Daniels and smoke all day?" You know, and I'm like, if I don't, I sound like a 12-year-old girl. So my voice has kind of matured by itself, and.
But it's not only that it matured. You got the special feeling in it. That the way you're singing is so unique, and it's touching me really. It's really touching me.
That's very cool. Now that I'm older, I have to take care of it and not
of course
do all the things that I used to do. You know, I used to be Superman when I was younger, so I could party all night and stay up for days and still sound great at a show, but. I can't do that anymore. It's a lot of work now, just to sound the same as I used to. So, it's a little more angry emotion now than it was back then. Back then, I was trying to, do the highest screams and do some crazy melodies that people couldn't follow, and I had all different kinds of reasons for singing the way I did back then. And during the recording of our third record, I ripped a hole in one of my vocal cords.
Really?
And, oh yeah, they would spend about a week and a half in the studio replacing pieces of the board and microphones and cables and replacing everything they possibly could to find out what this noise was. And finally the producer came and stood right next to me while I was singing, and he says, "It's your throat, dude, making all this noise that we're spending all this time on."
Yeah, holy crap.
So I went to a throat doctor, and he said, "Yeah, you've ripped a hole in one of your vocal cords.
Shit.
It's probably never going to heal.
Yeah.
So you better be careful of what you do."
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've kind of toned down my partying and my Superman-ness, you know. But I think the matureness in my voice is really just more emotion, a little more anger. You know, I didn't really do a lot of lyric writing back then, and now that I'm doing lyric writing, I really feel like I need to mean what I'm saying more than just saying it.
Maybe
you know?
that's a big point of it.
And I think that helped a lot with the change in my voice, but you know, I can still do it. It's just like it's done a lot of work now.
Yeah. Mentioning the story of your hole in the voice cord, it reminds me of the story of Eine from the Scorpions. You know that story back in the 80s? It was 1982 or something like that. He was on his peak, and the doctor said, "Okay, Klaus, you have very many knots on your vocal cords, and better go and search for a different job. You can't sing anymore." And he really did it, and finally they made a world career, as you know. So it's interesting that you have almost the same story to tell, that you had this problem with your voice and still competed with it, and now you're back in the game.
Well, I'm trying. We'll see what happens, I guess.
So, you said you mentioned the name Superman several times. We were talking in the last minutes, and on your last records, the first song, you're always singing "Superman is gone." I love that. So it's the name of the song is New Kind of Hero. What is it about?
It's basically. It's basically about how there really are no real. There aren't but there are very few real men anymore in the world.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people want to whip out their phone or watch somebody get attacked or murdered or raped or whatever instead of jumping in and helping.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's very few real men anymore who would jump in and put their own life in danger to help somebody else. And that's basically what the new kind of hero is. Okay. It's a guy who will come help you, but wait till my game's over. You know, I'm playing a video game right now. I'll come help you in a minute. You know, that's the new kind of hero guy.
Okay. Have you ever been in such a situation that you have to get in and risk your life to save another?
I mean, a couple times on tour, we were just pulling out of a town and we saw this very messed up couple. I don't know what they were on, but they were on some stuff. And this guy was just...
You mean drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This guy was just pummeling this poor little girl. I mean, he was punching her in the face, he's kicking her and all. Yeah. And we stopped the bus, and like 10 of us got out and taught him a little lesson. And I don't think he'll ever do that again.
Hopefully, yes.
But yeah, I was one of the first ones off the bus, and a lot of crew guys and Mike Gilbert followed me close behind, and you know that you never know if the guy's got a gun or a knife or how screwed up he is. You know what's going to happen, but we couldn't just drive by and watch him beat up on this girl. So, you know, that was one instance. There's been a couple weird little things like that. I've learned the helping out someone else thing from other bigger stars that we've toured with. For instance, Dave Mustaine one night.
Oh, okay. Now it's becoming interesting.
We were on tour with him. Yeah. And as soon as we got done playing, someone jumped up on stage and grabbed one of the guitar pedals from Ed Carlson, our original guitar player, and took off with it. And Dave got up on stage and he says, I know you people know who it is. We're not playing until that pedal's back up here. Find him and take care of it. And next thing I know, there was an ambulance out in the parking lot, and we had our pedal back.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see what happened, but you know, it was pretty cool.
Leave that to the imagination. Yeah.
It was pretty cool of Dave to step up and just go, we're not making one note until that pedal is back here. You know,
so it's very interesting to talk to you because you're so long into the business and you got lots of stories to tell. So it was very cool to tell me this story. So can you tell me stories which influenced you in a way, or gave you inspiration in a way to write songs, or led you in a way to lead your lives, so to say?
Oh, there's so many. I've got a lot of Dave Mustaine stories that are really cool, but
it doesn't have to necessarily to include Dave Mustaine.
I've got a lot.
Is he a close friend to you?
We've done probably 250 shows.
Holy moly!
Over our career, three, maybe 4 big tours with them, and Dave's always been super cool to me. I've seen him be not so cool to other people, but he's always been really cool to me.
Nice to hear.
And so I've had a lot of funny run-ins with him. King Diamond, one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yeah, cool.
He's just the biggest sweetheart ever. Every time I see him, he comes, gives me a big hug. Hey, Kay, what's up? There's been a lot of lessons I've learned just by watching my heroes who we've opened up for, or that I've just seen at a show or something. And we've done a few tours with Testament.
Nice.
And
Chuck Billy.
Chuck Billy he's one of my heroes.
Cool, yeah. Can imagine that, yeah.
I'm so bad with names. What's his name? Singer for Korn.
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, Jonathan Davis. Yeah. I'm standing out behind a venue one night with him, and these kids all come running up, and they just spark up a joint. They're passing it around with all of us, and a cop pulls up, and he's like, all right, whose joint is it? Somebody's going to jail. And Jonathan raises his hand and says, it's mine. And he says, none of these people had anything to do with it. It's just me. I'm the only one smoking it. Whoa. Kiss my ass,
Whoa.
And they took him to jail, and they got him back out.
Really?
They got him back out just in time to make it to the stage for the show.
Whoa.
So,
I have to tell this story to my wife. She's a very big Jonathan Davis fan.
He was, this was early on in their career when they were just getting big.
Cool.
And I thought he was the coolest guy in the world.
Absolutely.
For that. It's just like that was huge.
Talking about the coolest guy in the universe, I guess you are, for very, very many people, also the coolest guy in the universe.
I don't know about that.
Yes, of course you are, Eric. Because you're a legend, and what you're doing, Flotsam Jetsam, is a legendary band. You're a legendary singer, and so how often does it happen that people come to you and say, "Hey"?
The coolest thing is I've had probably 4 or 5 people who have either written me letters, who have come up to me at a show and sat me down and just said, look, this particular song, I read the lyrics in a very dark time in my life, and it saved my life. It kept me from killing myself. It kept me from killing somebody else. It kept me from, and those kind of stories really hit me hard. And that's when the entire career is worth it to me.
Absolutely.
We've never made a boatload of money. It's metal. Nobody makes money in metal. So we've never made a boatload of money or anything, just enough to keep us going. And the fact that we've spent all these years doing it, and to hear stories like that from people, it just makes every minute of it worth it. All of the hard times of, carrying tons of luggage and gear through airports and train stations, and traveling for hours and hours and hours in uncomfortable seats, and bad backs, and just the whole thing. People treating you like crap at truck stops.
Yeah.
Just everything. it makes all of it worth it 100% when you hear a story like that from somebody.
Sounds really, really good. Eric, one thing we're doing here at the Metalkeller, it's some kind of metal late night show with a very big quiz element. And we're playing a quiz game.
All right. Uh-oh.
Yes. So that's why we're spinning our Wheel of Pain, which is spitting out one of my absolutely favorite games, which is...
Pasta oder Pasta nicht.
I give you 5 snippets of songs.
Okay.
You're listening to it, and one of these songs isn't fitting to the other for some reason.
Okay.
The deal is you have to find out which song is the one who's not fitting into this list. You ready?
Sometimes I'm really good at this stuff, and sometimes I'm just the worst, the biggest dummy on the planet.
You're very long in the business, and I guess this one is very easy for you. Just take a listen, and we start with number 1.
It's kind of recognizable.
Yeah, it's from the 90s, early 90s. It was Type of Negative, Christian Woman.
Okay.
Here's number 2.
I don't recognize that one at all.
Yes, it was Kill Switch Engage.
Okay.
And of Heartache. And here's number 3. Smiling, you know that one.
Everybody knows that one.
Okay, it was, of course, Lemmy. And here, this one, I guess you know this guy as well. Okay, who was that?
That was Ozzy.
Absolutely, and here's the last one. You heard 5 snippets of songs, and the question is, which one was the one who is not fitting into this list? We heard Type of Negative, Kill Switch Engage, Motorhead, Ozzy Osbourne, and Dio.
Well, the last 3 have a lot of things in common, including they're all icon gods of mine. I mean,
yes.
Dio is the... in my opinion, there's nobody better than Dio.
Yeah, so. Yes. Amen.
Nobody's been through more and worked harder than Ozzy, ever.
And nobody drank more than Lemmy.
Yeah, Lemmy's, he's on a page all by himself, He doesn't group in with anybody anywhere.
Have you ever met all of these?
Yes. Actually, I met Dio for about 0.3 of a second once.
Oh, okay.
But I have a pretty crazy Lemmy story too. But
tell me the Lemmy story afterwards.
Yeah, they're all 3 of those guys are gone.
Yes. And what about the first bands, Type of Negative and Kill Switch Engage?
I don't know enough about them to tell you.
Haven't you heard lots of stories about the iconic Type of Negative singer Pete Steele?
Oh, yes. I have heard stories. I've never really been a big Type of Negative or Kill Switch fan. I mean, I've heard them.
Yeah.
Just out of touch.
Okay.
Out of touch with metal. How weird is that?
Is it really? What music are you hearing? Are you listening to private?
You don't want to know. It'll ruin my career if I tell you.
Okay, tell me, please. You need to tell me.
It depends on what I'm doing.
Yes.
My kids give me crap about this all the time. If it's on the weekend and I'm cleaning the house,
yeah,
I listen to Michael Bublé.
Hey, he's a very good singer. I love his swingy motion in this music. He's fantastic. He's a very humble and nice guy. That on top.
It kind of all depends on what I'm doing. If I'm working on the car, I actually listen to
Garth Brooks.
No, I listen to some old school metal. I either listen to some old Maiden or some old Priest.
Yes.
Or one of the first 3 Metallica albums.
Yes.
Because it makes me wrench a little harder. And, you know, when you're working on a car, you have to throw things and scream and cuss a lot. So those those bands kind of go with that.
Yeah.
So it all kind of depends on what I'm doing. I listen to everything except gangster rap.
That's okay.
There's some hardcore gangster rap stuff, depending on what the lyrics are like.
Yes, that's the main thing. The music is very often quite cool, but the lyrics are so crappy.
You know, I really like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, cool.
I really like him a lot,
Yes.
but most of his lyrics are about he's dumping on the guys who do the weird lyrics that are just like, oh, just go ahead and tell everybody to, you know, kill whores and shoot guns on everybody. It's okay.
Okay. Wasn't Wiz Khalifa the one who was doing the song for the actor from Fast and Furious? Was that Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I know he was on like a Maroon 5 song that was really cool.
Okay.
He did a rap part in the middle of a Maroon 5 song, and I really liked that a lot too. So.
Okay, but back to the game. Back to the game. I won't let you go without giving me the correct answer. So we heard 5 songs of 5 bands, 5 icons, so to say.
Okay,
and you were on a quite good path.
The Kill Switch guy is still living.
So here we go. That's the answer.
Thank you for leading me to that answer.
I didn't lead you. You did it all on your own, Eric. So, dear Eric, it was a very, very big pleasure to have you here at the Metalkeller very spontaneously at this Friday evening. I wish you a very fantastic show. I'm standing down there watching you and enjoying your fantastic voice.
Awesome. I haven't even sang Happy Birthday in a few months, so this will be interesting to see what happens tonight.
So you're doing Primal tonight?
I believe so.
Yes, I believe so as well.
If my throat is cooperative with me, then yeah, we'll do Primal.
Okay, I love this song so much. And congrats to your new record, released just yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, the first single came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's spend 2 minutes more for this. When's your new album's coming in June, July? Is that right?
August 28th.
It's okay, August. Yeah. So tell me more about it. How many songs? How great are they? What are the lyrics about?
13 songs on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We always make a couple extra because sometimes Japan wants an extra one.
Is it still so that Japan got an extra deal?
I think they'll put it out anyway, but they used to not put out your record if you didn't give them an extra song.
It's such a 90 thing, no?
Yeah. But, you know, we handed the label, because we're on Napalm now, first time ever.
Yes, Napalm.
And we handed them 13 songs. We said, you guys pick what's for what. And they came back a week later and just said, we're putting all 13 on the record.
Perfect.
So
that's a big compliment.
Yeah, they want to do a double vinyl thing, collector's vinyl deal. And so it's going to be like 3-4 songs on each side of each, you know. Cool. And we thought that was pretty cool.
Perfect.
They're really working hard for it. They're excited about this record. They told me that everybody in the office is they just put it on repeat and they play it over and over and over again. So they're pretty excited about the record. They're working hard for it. So we'll see what happens. You know, the last 3 we've gotten really good ratings and really good responses for. Actually, the last 4.
Yes.
So we'll see what this one does. I mean, it's in kind of the same realm and little mixture of all of them, but it's there are really no sluggo songs on this one. They're all pretty brutal.
But Rats in the Temple is a good teaser for everything.
Yes.
And I love this tiny little part of. Is it strings that are doing in the background, or what is it? There are some extra instruments in the.
Yeah. There's a little strings in the intro and at the end. There's a little bit of stuff in there.
I like that. It's giving some depth into this song.
Yeah, there was a couple spots where you're just like, this could use a tiny bit of more body in the song, you know. And the guitar players couldn't decide which one wanted to play something over the top of that, so Ken said, screw it, I'm going to do some little string thing over there.
So, we're waiting for August. for the release of the new record, and I'm waiting for you to see you down there on stage and wishing you a fantastic show. And it was a very, very, very big pleasure for me to have you here, Flotsam Jetsam in the Metalkeller. Thank you very much, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you very much, man. This was fun.
Aus einer spontanen Show nochmal ganz großzügig 4 Punkte rausgeholt, aber da geht noch mehr. Klickt bitte in den Shownotes den Link zur Showbewertung oder geht direkt auf der metalkeller.de. Da könnt ihr dann extra Punkte für diese Folge vergeben. Ansonsten gerne Kommentare dalassen. Erzählt auch mal, ob es euch ähnlich ging wie mir und ihr auch eine Band vielleicht sehr spät für euch entdeckt und dann lieben gelernt habt. Mehr Backstage-Material vom Festival, beziehungsweise nein, dieses Mal ist es kein Backstage-Material, sondern Open Water und das klingt dann so.
Ja, es war gerade ein fliegender Fisch.
Das echt?
Jo.
Markus von Atlantic Codex und ich waren mit dem Tretboot und den Mikrofonen auf dem Ombachsee unterwegs und haben ein etwas anderes Interview geführt und das wird unfassbar geil. Also freut euch drauf. Bis dahin, der Metalot sagt ciao und hoch die Pommeskabel.